So guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to teach you about C programming. How we start from the introduction to C programming to the last part of C programming. So under the introduction, I'm going to start from the structure of C programming, how C programming looks like, and the parts of a C program, the important part that should not miss. Under the parts of a C program, guys, where we have things like preprocessor directive, main function, variable, and other function. And to make you understand this better, I'm going to write a simple program, and under the program that I've written, I'm going to explain the parts. So the first simple program that I'm going to write is a program that is telling the computer to print the statement below, saying hit the subscribe button below. Yeah, and when I run it, that's the output. So let's say I want the computer to print a different thing, and therefore instead I'm going to tell the computer to print the word thank you. Yeah, and after writing the word thank you, I'll have to run the program again, and the output is thank you. So let's say we wanted to make a program that sums up two different numbers, and in this case I'm going to pick, let's say, 14 and 14, and when I run the program, the output is 28, which is the sum of 14 plus 4. So my student, if you take a keen look on these two programs that we've written, you're going to notice that the word in the number 2, #include, and another word enclosed in angular bracket is the same, meaning this word must be there in every C program, and this is the word that is referred to as a processor directive. And what I want you guys to know is that the processor directive is only the #include. The word enclosed in an angular bracket is referred to as a library, and the function of this processor directive is to make execution of a program easy in different environments. And for your information, there are other types of processor directive apart from the #include. So the other types, we have #if and the #define. The second part of a C program, guys, is the int main part. And if you take a keen look on the two programs, the number for the int main part, you will notice that it is present in all the program. And the function of this int main, the int main shows the start of a program. The execution of a program will always start from the int main. And if I may give an example, let's say a life cycle. The first thing is that you get born, then you get to your teenage, and so on. That's the same with the int main. The int main is where the execution of the program starts. And the last common thing about the two programs is that both have the finishing part, the return zero part at the end. So this means that the function of the return zero is that it stops the execution. Yeah, I think that's the best way I can explain it. It stops the execution, and at the end of every program, it must be. The last part of a C program is the variable. The variable must always be there in a C program, and the variable will differ depending on what you are dealing with. Like, for example, if you are dealing with integers, the variable that you will have to use is int. And if you look in the program where we were trying to get the sum of two different numbers, the number 5 line is written int sum, meaning that I'm dealing with integers. 14 is an integer. And if you're dealing with, let's say, characters, the variable that you have to use is char. There are many different types of variables that exist, and in the next video that I'm going to upload, it will be about variables. I'll explain how the variables apply and how they are used in a C program. Now we've come to the end of our first lecture, and just to remind you, my student, every C program must have a preprocessor directive, and as I said, there are different types of preprocessor directives. For example, we have the hash include that we just used, hash if that we will use as we go along, and the hash define. All are example of preprocessor directive, and in every C program they must be present. Also, in every C program there must be the int main part, and the int main is where the execution of the program starts from. So if you're in any case you're trying to write a C program, it must have the part of the int main. At the end of a C program there's return 0. At the end of a C program you must indicate the return 0, or else it will have an error. So one thing that I forgot is that when anything that you want to be printed as an output is to be written under printf and enclosed in bracket. For example, I wanted the subscribe button below to be outputted. So as you can see, I rated it and closed it in brackets under printf. So that's the end of our lecture today, and if anyone found this helpful, you can hit the subscribe button and click on the notification to get notified.